Hi Ramita, how are you? I hope things are, going well for you.
Yes, yes, all is well. Everything is going good.
Ramita, can you just tell me a little bit about, how are how are you feeling right now? As in, you're close to your first Olympics. Are you feeling any nerves right now? What's it like?
Of course, I'm a little bit excited for my first Olympics, but at the same time, I am focused on my game and trying to give my best at the every moment I can.
Correct, correct. Uh, Ramita, how far are you from your Rubik's cube right now? How far is your Rubik's
Uh,
cube from you right now?
Actually, I haven't unpacked my stuff right now, but it's in my shooting suitcase, so it's not here. It's at the range.
Ah, okay, okay. Because I was wondering whether you could do a demonstration on how fast you could solve it for us on.
Not that fast actually. I'm still learning, so I am pretty quite slow. So yeah.
Uh, so Ramita, tell me a little bit about, you're going for your first Olympics. As in, have you spoken to anyone about it? Have anyone given you any advice कि कैसे खेलना है?
So yes, we have talked about it to the coaches, and I even talked to Gagan sir about my Olympics. So everyone advised me to, it's my first Olympics, so you don't have to do anything extra. Just go with whatever I am doing and try to give my best.
Correct. What did Gagan sir say? Because he's competed in many Olympics, he's won medal also.
Yes,
So what
yes.
did he tell you?
So he told me that first Olympics is like, you don't know many things, you just go and you can play really well. So he just advised me not to complicate things and just do whatever I am doing right now.
Correct. Have you made any notes to yourself? Ki, this is what I should do. Do you keep a diary?
Yeah, I'm already keeping a diary. So uh, I just follow my routine because there's very less time to change anything, and I don't think so. There is not anything to change right now. So I just do whatever I've been doing from past few years.
What are you looking forward to the most? Because you have taken part in Asian Games also, so you are not a stranger to multi-sport events. What are you looking forward to from this Olympics?
Well, I think it's a good opportunity for me because we will not be in the main village, and the shooting village will be quite very small, and all the shooters will be there from. But in another matches like World Championship, also we also see the same people around us. So I don't think so anything will change, and I'm looking forward for the match, for my qualifications and giving my best.
Ramita, can you tell me a little bit about what's it going to be like? Because you've taken part in shooting events over 2 days before. पहले भी आप खेल चुके हैं Asian Games में you took part already. What is the challenge that comes with that?
So I think the main challenges are self-belief. When we see many world champions and previous Olympic medalists in the games, so we try to question ourselves: ki, will it be enough for us to perform well? But I think because everyone advised me also that. Uh, of course, it's my first time, but I have been doing great. So self belief is really important for me. Trust myself, trust my process because I've been working on it from a long time, and all is matter is I can give my best at the time.
Uh, what has been the
Yeah.
lows for you? Because the highs we are seeing it right now.
Yeah. So in like after the Asian Championship, I was not in a really good form because there was a World Cup final and I shot quite low scores in after the Asian Games actually in Asian Championship, and then I had a World Cup final. So at that time I was struggling with my position, but I learned that a lot of things, like we can't change it. uh, I was, stuck with the past position. I was like, okay, I have to get back to my previous when I was shooting good. But with the each phase, I need to develop with the new things and bring out what is best at that time.
Right. Who do you speak to? As in now, I mean, are you at all nervous before this competition? What are you feeling before the Olympics?
So I'm not actually nervous, but yeah, there is a little bit of pressure with me, but I don't take it as it's bad because pressure is something that will help me, push myself till the last moment.
Do you have a roommate right now in Luxembourg, or are you by yourself?
I have Ilavinal Valarivan as my roommate.
Correct, correct. What do you guys talk to each other about? You guys are in the same event. What do you guys talk? Do you guys talk to each other because you train together in Chennai? So, what do you talk to each other about?
Well, we don't talk about shooting at all. When we are in the room, we just, do fun stuff and talk about where we have to roam around and things like that.
What are some of the fun stuff that you talk about? Which, I mean, that sounds interesting.
Nothing, just like, jokes and saying nothing much, but just like, what's going on the internet and Instagram like that.
Correct. Okay, so your number one skill is shooting. What is your number two talent? Your second best talent?
Mm, I haven't discovered it yet.
What do you think it
Maybe
might be?
I think it should be music because I'm keen of playing instruments.
What instruments do you play?
I know harmonium and piano right now, but I wanted to learn guitar, but I didn't get much time, so I just know a basic.
Correct. So when you play piano, do you play it with two hands or one hand?
Piano, I can play only with one hand because I haven't practiced it from long time.
Correct, correct, correct. Uh, Ramita, just who do you talk to the most? As in, like now you're because when you're training because you train away from your family, who do you talk to the most?
So I have a psychologist, Gayatri Vartak. So I talk to her the most because whenever I'm not on a right track mentally, so she helps me get to that. And also, she is more than a psychologist; she's like a friend to me. So we also talk stuff other than shooting.
Correct. And what's it like with your parents? Because your parents have let you, follow your career. They are based in, I think, Kurukshetra, if I'm not wrong, and you are
Yeah,
like
yeah.
training in Chennai. So what is it like? What do you miss the most about home?
So I obviously miss the food made by my mom because I'm a vegetarian and it's really quite difficult to find veg food in Europe. But yeah, I also miss the gossips we all three have. I have a joint family, so I have a grandma and two uncles. So we all gather around and talk a lot about what's going on in the family and outside world and what's in my shooting. So I really miss those gatherings when I'm not with them.
Correct. Do you have any small cousins or someone? Or are you the youngest of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
family?
No, I have around four small cousins and three big cousins.
Correct. Final question I just wanted to ask you, how did you get into shooting? Because your family seems like a business family, so they don't really seem to have like a lot of sports persons in it. So how did you get into it?
So my father's friend is a school principal, and he came to know that one of his student is participating in a event called shooting. So he really wanted to know more about it. So he told my dad and asked him to, let me try this. And her daughter and me went to a shooting range that was in our town only, and we tried it there. It was quite fun to shoot with the rifles, so that's how I started.
Do you remember your first shot?
Well, I started with pistol, so it was I think five or six.
Oh, that's
But
that's not
yeah, that's why because in pistol it was quite difficult to shoot in the center. But after like 5 6 months, I shifted to rifle. So when I shot with rifle, the first shot was 10. So I was surprised. So that's why it was more interesting to me. Then I took rifle.
correct, correct. And finally, who has been like a person who has supported you a lot in your career?
I think my dad is the person. I think he has supported me a lot. I still remember when there was my first international competition. It was Junior World Championship in Peru 2021. So at the I think just 2 days before the camp, we got a notice that our budget is not approved by the SAI, and if we want to join the competition, we have to go on our own course. And at that time I was quite disappointed because it was around like 4.5 lakhs, and I feel it's quite large amount that but my dad really supported me. He was like, you really don't have to worry about it, you just go. I was worried that if I don't perform well and you are spending a lot on me, but he really supported. He was like, just think of it as a international tour for you. Just go there and see things around. That was really good support for me, and it turned out really great exposure for me.
Fair enough. Anyway, Ramita, thanks so much for taking the time to speak. Good luck for the Olympics.
Thank you.